But the Israelites were fruitful and multiplied greatly and became exceedingly numerous, so that the land was filled with them. Exodus 1 verse 7. Then verse 9, Look, he said to his people, the Israelites have become too much numerous for us. Look at verse 12. But the more they were oppressed, the more they multiplied and spread. So the Egyptians came to dread the Israelites. Verse 19. The midwives answered Pharaoh, Hebrew women are not like Egyptian women. They are vigorous and give birth before the midwives arrive. Exodus 1 verse 7, verse 9, verse 12, verse 19. Grace of multiplication. If you look or consider the verses we have read, there are some words that are being used, like fruitful, like multiplied greatly, that is great multiplication, like exceedingly numerous, like the land was filled with them. Also, the ones like the Israelites became much too numerous. The ones like they multiplied and spread. And who are these? These are Israelites. These are Hebrews. These people, there is something I want you to understand. These people, they are in the land of Egypt. So they are in a foreign platform. And this land they are in Egypt, they are those genetical inhabitants called Egyptians. But Egyptians are not increasing. Egyptians are not becoming numerically strong. But Hebrews, in a land of not their own, they are increasing in such a rate that it became a security threat. What is in these people that is making them increase? Even if you oppress them, they increase. Even if you enslave them, they are increasing. Actually, they are defying all cosmic orders. They are defying any kind of tyrannical oppression to reproduce and reproduce and reproduce. The Bible says even the land was filled with them. Everywhere would go, they are there. What was their secret? The midwives revealed that secret of Israelites. When they were called by Pharaoh, they were asked, what is this about these people? And they said, Hebrew women are not like Egyptian women. Hebrew, they are vigorous and give birth before the midwives arrives. So the grace of multiplication key of today is Hebrew nature. Egyptian means worldly nature. It means family background nature. It means the world system nature. But Hebrew means regeneration. Somebody who is born again. And the the midwives, they are telling Pharaoh what is the difference about these Israelites. They told Pharaoh that they are Hebrew. And their Hebrew nature makes them to be vigorous, makes them to be aggressive, and they give birth before midwives. Meaning, if you're a Hebrew, you are always operating on the supernatural speed. Your things happen faster. You are vigorous, meaning you are energetic, you are honest, you have a different way of doing things from other people. That is why there is no way they could have a par or a competition between the Egyptians and these Israelite women, because them they are a Hebrew. And a Hebrew is a term that we use to speak of somebody who is regenerated. Regenerated. So if you be, okay, let me put it this way. If we are able to move from being Jacob to Israel, from being Abram to Abraham, from being Sarai to Sarah. Now, that new nature that the Paul speaks of, that if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old is gone, the new has come. These people being in that nature, remember God said they are his treasured possession. So they are not of the world, they are of the Lord. They were increasing daily. They were becoming too numerous. They were even more numerous. That they were filling the whole earth. They were multiplying greatly. They were exceedingly numerous. They had filled the earth. Actually, the fear of the Egyptians was their population growth would outrun the Egyptian population, and Israel will become the majority, and the Egyptians will become the minority. And with democracy, we see majority have their way, and the minority have their say. So meaning, even if there could be done a democratic election in the nation of Egypt, Israel told they were in Egypt, they could comfortably elect a president from one of them, Moses. If there would happen to be a coup attempt, Israel could do it so easily. If there could be an overthrow of government through demonstration, like the one we were saying, Gen Zs, they would comfortably do it. Why? Population numerical strength is on the higher side compared to that of the Egyptians. But what was making them to reproduce in that such high rate is because they were Hebrews. Because they are Hebrew. And that Hebrew nature was making them to be vigorous and fast. Vigorous and fast. Energetic, very quick. So this is a person who is on top of things and is operating on a supernatural speed. They are sprinters. Their things don't take long before they happen. And if there is something, I pray, is we become Hebrew in the nature, Hebrew in our spirit, because manifestation is vigorousness and speed, which results to multiplication, greatly multiply. And that means when we are completely regenerated, when we get transformed in the renewal of our mind, and we offer our bodies as a living sacrifices, the grace apportioned to us works in our lives without measure, without being controlled. So if there is an investment we are going to invest in is inner transformation, we move from carnality to spirituality. Let us become completely regenerated so that we don't operate the system of the world, which is